Hi guys, how are you? How are you? Just 1 second. I'm just gonna share my Twitter. Or how are you? Is everything good with you? We're having the pump or dump. What's happening? Hello, how are I'm super good, guys. How are you? I just needed to tweet my own. Let's see. Okay, please help you with what, Sakir? What do you want? What do you want for help? Okay, so let's see what's happening. So we are on XRPs. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Hi Cinderella, how are you? Can you see that the background is different, but I see the light is not that good. So yeah, now you know. Okay, so XRP. I already have XRP on the charts, obviously. We are breaking to the downside. This could potentially just be a fake out. I just adjusted the Fibonacci a little bit. Thank you so much, AC. I just adjusted the, let's see how I did it. I think I took it from the 1 hour chart, or I didn't. Where did I take it from? So, well, I did adjust the Fibonacci from the lowest points from the dip that we did have right here to the to the highest points. Best crypto. Are we going to zero? No, we're not. This is how the market is moving, guys. This is typical, the market. This could just be another fake out. As long as we are not I mean, the market can come back down to 0.8752 and just fill these wicks that we're having, and then the market could continue to the upside. Tommy, hello, how are you? Let's see what else can happen. I mean, we did consolidate right here for a couple of hours. Market right now broke to the downside, so as long as we could see the market coming up again, and then you see the retest, but we can also just continue back down. I'm just gonna take these away. Let's see, we don't need them right now. I actually did put up a YouTube video. I didn't want to go live right after, but it took forever for me to upload it. Oh yeah, so we're seeing this week. So looking at the weekly, just looking at the weekly, we're having two huge bearish candlesticks to the downside. So for the market to fill this wick that we're having, I mean, usually that is what happens. So we are pretty bearish still. The market did create double tops right here, as we can see. So we did have double top. Also want to see how the previous month is, because okay, so just on XRP, we've just been going sideways for 3 months. We're taking Fibonacci from on XRP 0.5 to the highest point at 1.4. That is the monthly. So we are slightly. So we're having the monthly 50% at 0.95. We could come back down to 0.8482 also. And we've been here before. So every time the market came to this level, especially the 50%, due to the 50%, we usually have fake outs from the 50%, and then the market can come back down to the 61. But depending on how this 4-hour candle is closing, and we can see the next candle, the next 4-hour closing above. Right now, I just want to see. I wouldn't do anything right now, obviously, because we're having huge momentum. So I would want to see if we are coming up and retesting the support that we just broke, because you can see the market is going sideways, market break to the downside. Market can fake us out and come in again and then continues to the upside. I would want to see that. So patience is key right now when we're having the market not dumping. It's not happening. It's not super huge, but definitely with weight. XRP, are we going to 0? Mana. Okay, so let's see what happened. So last week low. So on Mana, I had the last week low, and it looks like we can come back down to that level. So that is the weekly. Going to the daily, still having, I mean, we still had yesterday, the market did close with a, I mean, I don't want to say a doji, but we're just falling, to be honest. We're just falling. So for the market to continue fall is no... I mean, just looking at it. I think I took a Fibonacci before looking like this. Yeah, okay. So what I could expect for... The first thing I could... what I want to do is to wait and see. Okay, let's see. Okay, so this is just a falling knife, guys. It's just a falling knife. We're coming back down to this previous support at 4. So either we will break it or respect it, obviously. But having this falling knife, I would not buy the market at all. I'm going to take these away so we're not getting confused. So what potentially could happen is that we just, if we're respecting this support at 4, we can come up and retest this previous low and the consolidations that we did break, and then see retest of 4.2, coming back down either to the previous week, last week's low at 3.5. We can even touch the 61% at 3.4, around that level. But market is just going down, so we're not having anything that actually tells us the market will continue to the upside. You're just having a huge bearish candlesticks, and then the market, I mean, okay, we do respect, or we are respect the previous support, but we could also just break it. And as I told you guys, we can see the market break into the upside, comes back down. So for myself, I'm right now short term, I'm bearish. Ethereum. Okay guys, so we're gonna look at Ethereum for you. And I just posted a video about this. I did have my Fibonacci a little bit further up, but we did break it. And I just dragged the Fibonacci down to 3984. And we're also retesting the trend line that we did break a couple, was it yesterday we did break it? Yeah. So for us, I mean, we can... Just having a Fibonacci from 4,045 to the highest point to 4,632. I mean, we do have the Fibonacci right here, and you can see the market already retesting it at 4,334 and 4,266. So we're breaking, we're retesting the trend line again. I just want to see how it looks on the lower time frames on Ethereum, and we can see what levels we are respecting. So just give me 1 second, guys, and I'll just adjust this so it's not gonna take forever. Okay, let's see. Ethereum is dropping. Yes, don't buy right now. Yes, buy. What are you talking about, guys? Guys, you cannot just buy because you see the market is dropping. Okay, you can do that, obviously, but every time I say, okay, market is going down, everyone's like, yeah, I'm buying now. Like, the market can continue back down so much, and you're just buying. But I understand you. I'm just, okay, let's see. Taking these away, taking that one away, and we can see where we're coming to. So just combining the higher time frames. Okay, I'm just gonna copy and paste the Fibonacci that I did have so we can see what we are looking at. How long should we wait? It's been an hour already. What do you mean? What do you mean? I do not understand what you're talking about, darling. Could everyone don't listen to Ian. You have to make your own decisions on what to do. Right? Okay, so on Ethereum, okay, so right now on Ethereum, I can almost, we are retesting 4,362. We can also come up and retest 4,386. And so either we will respect 4,363 or 4,388. I do believe market will come back down because we're having such a huge dip right now. And we're having such a huge candlestick. I do not believe the market will just go to the upside yet. So we're having kind of a last dump right now before the weekend, and then we will just consolidate, and after that we are on Monday, when the market has kind of, found the support or found the resistance or whatever target or level it's respecting, and then we'll continue to the upside, because I'm still bullish. I mean, we're still bullish, but the market is just correcting itself. The market is going down. Just a pullback, but I definitely see market coming up to these levels, and then we can see market coming back down. If I see the market start to respect the 61% around 4,264, obviously that is when the market could start to reverse to the upside. Going back in time, we can also respect this previous low that we did have on 29th of November, and that is London session around 4,285. So that is what I see. So I wouldn't go long at all right now. I would go, if I see market coming to these levels, I would go short. So what I'm going to do, so while we are in this live stream, we can actually have a notification. And if the market is coming to these levels, I will see what we can do about it. Right. Okay, let's see. That was not the right one. Looking at this, crossing up, create it. So when the market is coming to these levels, the market is telling us, hey, Natalie, look at Ethereum right now. Hey, Pamela, so happy to have you here. It was a long time ago. How are you? Mana, okay, so we did look at Ethereum. So we're gonna look at another pair right now. So, God, let's see, Mana. Lina. Lena. Lena is actually a name that a lot of girls having in Sweden. I know that you don't care, but now you know. Why I failed in trading? Because trading is hard and everyone is failing in trading in the beginning. That is why it's gonna take some time for you to, I don't know how long you have been trading, but it takes a long time. And the more ego you have, the longer it will take. So we're looking at Lena. We are looking at Lena, the lady name from Sweden. You can start off with using a trend line. And I took that on the monthly, and when we are going down, I'm just gonna adjust it so we can see. So we're not cutting any candlesticks, and it looks like I did a pretty good job right here. Yeah, so we're having the trend line, and as we all can see, we are in the uptrend, kind of. You can also do this. So we had the market, so we're having two different trend lines. See how it looks on daily, so we're just gonna adjust it a little bit. Okay, so we can see that we did have a huge up downtrend. So we're taking another Fibonacci, taking another trend line. As you can see, this is a counter trend line, and so that means that we are in the uptrend. So the overall trend is the uptrend, but we've been having a pullback, a counter trend line that is against the trend. So we are right now retesting. We are right now retesting the trend line, the counter trend line. We came up to 0.6179. So in between these trend lines that I'm having, the market could probably just consolidate until the market decides to what level we will break. If we're breaking to the downside, I can guarantee you that we will come back down to the first trend line that I'm having. Or we just might see the fake out from this level. You see the retesting inside, market goes to the inside. I don't need to we can take Fibonacci from the highest point to the lowest point. So if we see the market not coming back down to these levels, we see the market slowing down around 0.05643 or 0.05567. That could be the market respecting the that could be the market respecting the Fibonacci levels, and then you see targets 06057, 06347, and the highest a 06607. So that's what I see right now on Lena. Quant. So we're gonna look at quant, everyone. Knock knock, who's there? Lena, Lena who? Lena. Okay, so Ethereum just gave me a notification that is retesting right now, or not retesting, but it's coming up to this first target that I did have the market coming to. I do believe we can continue back even more, but if we start to see the market giving us maybe the next 15 minutes, if it's gonna give us dojis around these levels, that is telling the market will tell us that we are going down. Okay, so we were supposed to look at quant. And quant is just going down, as we can see right now. Okay. Monthly. Maybe we're having the other quants better. Because if I don't have... Okay, so I have a little more data on this currency. Okay, so I don't know when we did look at this the last time, but we did break this low and this support at 251. Market retested it, came back down. So right now we could come back down to the support at 177.953. I obviously... Okay, so let's see. On the 4-hour chart, we did create higher highs and higher lows. Oh, sorry, lower high, lower low, lower high. And going back in time to see why we are stopping right now. Okay, so we can do like something like this. So sometimes when it's super... We are retesting this previous resistance as we'd had before. So I'm just gonna adjust this. Okay. So market came back down to the support, and that is a previous resistance that we did have around 191. So either the market will consolidate in between these levels right now, or we can break it, come back down to this previous support that we did have around 176.861. Okay, so they're having some news about the vaccine. Oh yeah, I haven't looked at the fundamentals, but that is definitely something that can be. Just remember when Corona was, everything was going down. So fundamentals is pretty good sometimes when you know, especially if you're having news coming up. I'm just gonna see because, let's see. Okay, let's see, guys. I just want to see something. Oh, I don't have it here. Okay. Yeah, so we could respect the support at 191. Bounce between these levels. We could also see the market coming up and retesting this at 199 as a new support, and then you just might see the market continue. Continue to the downside, but overall picture on quant, the market is just going down. So for the market to come back down to 178, I mean, that is a high probability, because as you can see, I mean, the market has done nothing more than just going down. Okay, looking at how it looks on... Okay, so it's 5 minutes left of this 15 minutes candle on Ethereum, so we just have to wait and see what's gonna happen. Solana. Okay, so we're gonna look at Solana for you guys. Well, then you don't have to wait anymore, Gilani, because Solana is coming now. We're just gonna take everything away and we're starting over on Solana. Okay, so last month we did have a doji. So we're having so this is the high of last month. This is the low from last month, going to the weekly. We're having the weekly last week high right here at 232. And then we are... Yeah, so we came up to the previous the previous week's high. And we had the market trying to break it, but we failed, so we did break to the downside during the day. Potentially what could happen is that we can see the market coming up to 232.130. Market could continue back down. At that point, you're also having in a head and shoulders right here. Because when we're having the fake outs, so we're having the fake out to the upside, the market didn't have we didn't have the power to break it. Market comes up, give us a head and shoulders. Oh, hello Mark, how are you? I want to go long on Solana. Well, it's your decision. I wouldn't do that right now because I mean, you could do that. I would just wait a little bit more. We can take a Fibonacci also. Looking at the overall picture on Solana, we could come back down to 212.345 or 207.220. So that's the targets that I first of all can see market do. We could have a small pullback. We could retest this previous low also at 228.185. You could see the retest. Market comes back down to the Fibonacci levels. Oh, so sorry to hear that, Mark. I hope you're feeling better. Back in business, that's good. So retest of 228.270. Coming back down to Fibonacci levels 207.555. Market could reverse from this level, and then you see market continuing to the upside. Because these last 4 hour candles is pretty huge, so I don't expect the market to just spike to the upside, right? So when you would initiate a trade, you say you're waiting. Tell us how you think. Well, I'm waiting for candlesticks to close at certain levels, and because I don't want to go into a candlestick that hasn't closed, for example. So that's why I'm always waiting for the market to, depending on what time frame I'm looking at, I'm waiting for that candlestick to close, because so much can happen. So it's 48 seconds left of this candle, as you can see on Ethereum on the right side. So if I see doji against that level right now, in 40 seconds, that could be a huge candlestick to the upside. I don't know if you know this, but you should always wait for the market, for the candlestick to close on whatever time frame you're looking at. Super important. I remember I didn't do that before, and they took my stop losses, I can tell you. Because I thought I saw something, and then it changed like the last seconds. Okay, we're looking at DOT, USDT. Oops. I've been a long time in DOT, but I just keep bleeding. Should I cut my losses? Natalie knows best, better than the rest. Thank you, Ian. I don't know about that, but it's just my experience that I do have. Oh yeah, this was pretty good. We almost came up to the level that I was talking about yesterday. Oh. Well, it gave us a head and shoulders. A very, very nice head and shoulders. So that is what's happening when you're having the fake out for this example, you had a fake out, or the market created a lower high, and you're having this previous resistance where the market couldn't hold as support. Market comes back down, it almost retested that level, and then market slowly breaks to the downside. So that is why it's really good having the knowledge about fake outs, patterns, and what levels we're doing that against, because it's always the levels that's super important and how the market is behaving around them. The targets that I'm having right now, basically the market has just kind of did it. Okay, I'll see what can happen. If we're going back in time on dot. Okay, we're just gonna do this. Going back in time, we can see that we are retesting a previous low, and that is the London session low. So we did retest the London session low. That is why the market is coming back down. I could expect the market on dot coming back down to either the 50% that we're having on the higher time frames at 32.41. You can also see 31.55 and the 61% Fibonacci level at 27.77. That's what I see where the market can come back down to. I don't believe the market will break to the upside yet, because looking at this is the falling knife that I'm always talking about. Market comes back down. And even if the market right now continues to the upside, the market is not giving me any confirmation to go into a trade. So just because you see the market going up, you need to have your confirmations before you're going into a trade. That is how you need to have a system. Okay, looking at this, guys, perfectly. Market came up to 4,368. We did respect this level, and now the market continues back down. Having a small pullback, and then the market goes back down. So this is something that you have to learn, or not have to, but I just recommend you to do that. So when you're having the market having this huge movement to the downside, as we're having right now, this huge volatility, the market is never having a huge pullback. The market is just giving you a quick pullback, and then markets continue to go down. So the targets that I did have before, I'm not going to look at them right now. I just want to see how the market is behaving around the 50% levels, the Fibonacci levels. And that is on Ethereum, 4,335. Obviously, we've already been here. But if we see the market continuing back down, we could see market coming back to 4,265. Hello from Portugal. Hello from Sweden. How are you? Crash coming. Why? Why do you always think the crash is coming just because the market is moving? I mean, you have to think like a trader. You have to. Otherwise, you will die. You will die inside of yourself if you do not understand how the market is working. And when you're a trader, for example, you're taking benefit when the market is coming either to the upside or to the downside. So that is the best thing when you're a trader. You see the market crash? Well, you're crashing. You're just taking advantage of that. When the Okay, so this is a... Oh. Natalie, are you Satoshi? Yes, I am. How did you know? Okay, we're gonna look at QTM. I don't like pairs like this because you're having so many gaps. Okay, I'll try. I will try. Looking at the weekly first of all. taking a trend line. Looks like we can come back down to the trend line one more time. Okay, let's see. The market is going sideways in between these levels at 17 and 14. I'm not gonna include this fake out because usually what happens is that you see another fake out and then we're retesting the solid support at 14.16, and then you could see market continuing to the upside. But if you see the market coming back down to the support to the trend line again at maybe around 12.2, you could see market coming up again and retest this support, and then you see market continues to the upside again. I'm looking at the daily because it's super choppy when you're looking at the 4 hour. So I want to have, so that is why sometimes it's better using the higher time frames. And looking at pairs like this, I don't like it. And that is just because it's, I don't like the gaps. Okay. Can you look at Luna? Yes, I can. Starting over with Luna. Huge candlestick to the upside. So, the only thing that I would do right now is to wait and see for the pullback, because if you're starting to buy the market right now, I can promise you will be in so much drawdown. You will be in so much drawdown, and you will hate yourself for not having the patience for the market to wait to come back down. I mean, the market could, you obviously have multiple support and resistance zones, as you can see the market pulling back down to. So I would say, first of all, 61.91. If we're breaking that level, you can see 56.52. If we're breaking that level, we can come back down to the previous resistance at 54.28. Yeah, so that's what I basically is looking at right now. Huge momentum to the upside. I would not do anything. I would just wait for the market to pull back. The market has already done its move. Anna says, hi babe. Well, hello to you too. How are you, Anna? Okay, so we did look at Luna. Dot. Hello from Portugal, yes. Crash coming. Hello, fair Natalie. Hello, Anthu. Hello, darling. Can you look at Matic? Of course I can. I'm gonna look at Matic now. Looking at Matic. And guys, always remember that on Bybit we do have a bonus up to $4,100. So if you're new on Bybit, if you're using the link that I'm having in the description down below, you will get into Bybit front page, and it takes less than 1 minute for you to create an account on this platform. Bybit is a great platform if you are a swing trader, experienced trader, and with very low fees. So this is the good thing with Bybit, that you're having the low fees that you need. So go in and claim this bonus that we're having. So it's up to $4,100, obviously depending on how much you're depositing. If there's any problem, you could definitely just reach out to me and I'll try to help you as much as I can. But we're gonna continue with Matic. And yeah, okay, so I know that we were looking at Matic yesterday, or yeah, yesterday, and we were at the high at that point. So we did have a previous resistance at 2.1. During the day, we came back down to that level and we just retested it. We could, if we see the market continuing break into the downside, we could see the market coming back down to the Fibonacci levels, but I do not know what. Yes, okay, so that is a... I should have listened to you. Aha, that's good. I don't know why you should have... I don't know why. Okay, so yeah, if this 4-hour candle is closing like this, but it is 1 hour, so it's almost 2 hours left of this 4-hour candle. But if it's closing like this, I promise you guys the market will continue back down. I'm not gonna promise you, but high probability. I would wait for the market to come back down to 2.1. If we are breaking that level, we see the Fibonacci levels at 2 and 1.9. So definitely something that I would do. So we're very bearish. My long trade got wrecked. I'm sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that. Okay, let's see what else can we do. What else can we do right now? I hope you're having a good Friday, everyone. Hope you're gonna do some fun things. I'm just gonna sit at the charts. That's how fun my life is, but I love it. I love it so much. Hello, Fernando. Okay, OMG. Okay, so we're gonna look at OMG. No problem, no problem. OMG. OMG USDT. Starting off with the, obviously this Fibonacci didn't hold, but this is the good thing when you're seeing the market breaking it and you see the retest, market continues back down. So I already had this target right here. So if we would see the market breaking 8.6, we can now face the market coming back down to 6.9. Mark Uchwa, how's everyone doing? Can you recap what Matic is doing? I just went through it. So on OMG, we could face resistance at this previous support at 7.744, as we can see right now. If we're breaking it, either you can come up and retest this previous resistance right here. Or support, I'm sorry. You could see a small retest of 8, and then you could see market coming back down. You just might see a retest of this previous support. Also, market can continue back down to 7.9, and when you're coming to 7.9, I mean, overall picture, we are having huge momentum to the downside, so it could just continue back down. But these are the targets that I would want to see how the market is behaving around. Okay, Pamela, but I'm at work, took off Monday, Tuesday, and went to the beach. It was sunny and warm. We're having warm weather, even though it's winter in California. Oh, well, you should see the winter here in Sweden. It's not summer, I can tell you. It's really cold outside. And it's snow, a lot of snow. FTM. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I can right now see that I'm having 2,700 subscribers on my channel, and I'm super happy. Thank you so much, guys. I'm super happy that you are taking your time to look at my live streams and look at my videos and just supporting me. I'm super happy about that. And so thank you so much for everyone following me. I do appreciate it. I don't think you understand how much. But if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do that. And if you haven't liked this live stream, so we're 43 people did like the live stream, including myself, and it's 71 people watching. So please go inside and like this live stream so we are able to reach out to more people. Yeah. Okay, so looking at Phantom. Okay, so we're taking this one away. We're taking this one away. Looking at the daily first of all. So this is a strong. So we are right now at the 50% Fibonacci that we're having from 1.18 to the highest point, around 3.16, and we are respecting the 50% right now. This is also a previous support that you could see the market having a lot of fake outs, and then the market retested this level, and then you saw the bounce to the upside. We could see the market trying to fake us out again and coming back down to 1.8233 again, and then you see the market might breaking reverse from this. Looking at the weekly, we do have we do have 1-2 wicks to the downside that we tested it. And we have been consolidating. It's the same thing on every pair, kind of. We have been consolidating for a couple of hours, and you could see this as a fake out. So you're having the market going sideways. Market breaks the consolidation to the downside, and then market is faking us out, and we're coming back up and retesting to 2.0422, and then you see market breaking to the upside again. So that is so typically. So we can take this one away and just make a small line right here. So we've had this level before as a fake out retest. We could, if we're seeing this candlestick is closing maybe around 2.0539, that is definitely the market breaking to the upside again. Targets, you could see market coming up to 2.26272. And to the next target, 2.6540. Oh my god, Devar is here. Hello, how are you? I am on the phone driving until... Oh, you should not text and drive. Joseph is here. Hello, everyone. Return home and I'll internet. How are you? But guys, don't text while driving. That is the most... Don't do that. Don't do that. FTT USDT. I'm not driving. Walking back from grocery shopping, all good. Yeah, I know. Devor is driving and texting. So, not good. See you in 10. Yes, no problem. Okay. I'm just gonna start over with FTT. Taking a fib from 27.65 to the highest point at 59.42. That is the monthly. You can just adjust it a little bit. Weekly. Something like this with a trend line. Yeah, okay, so that looks good. Looking at FTT, I could definitely see market coming back down to 42.24, combined with the trend line and the 61% at 38.34 also. Market is just going down. There's no sign for the market to go up, to be honest. Looking at the 4-hour chart, we've actually just been consolidating also, so the market has just been going sideways in between 47 and 52. Oh, okay, good day, board. Okay, so if we could face the market coming up a little bit when we're coming back down to the support at 47. You just might see a quick lower high, and then you see market breaking to the downside again. Because the market is consolidating, as we all know, the market usually goes from the resistance to the support. As you can see, we've been bouncing off of these levels a couple of times, but eventually the market will break either to the downside or to the upside. And we're just waiting for the perfect breakout and retest. Remember, guys, that usually what happens is that you see the fake out to the downside, market comes inside to the support, and then it goes back up. Okay, we're gonna look at TLM. TLM USDT. Starting over. So this is important. We are having a previous resistance right here at 0.3720. Looking at the weekly, we never, if this weekly candle in 2 days is closing below this level, I do believe we can come back down even more. We don't even have to wait 2 days. We don't have to do that. If we're just going directly to the 4-hour chart, if we see the next coming hours, the market is coming up and retesting 0.3731, that is the market continuing to the downside. And we can also have a trend line right now, a counter trend line, darlings. We can also come up and bounce off of that level. So right now on the 4-hour chart, we are in a downtrend because we are creating lower highs, guys. Market structure at its best. But the overall picture is a uptrend. We can look at the 8-hour chart, and you can see, I'm gonna look at the 5. You have ugly head and shoulders right here. So yeah, we could come back down. We could come back up and retest 0.3740. And the target is obviously we could come back down to this previous support at 0.3379. But if we see the market having huge momentum. We could look at this previous trend line around 0.27. Okay, so guys, you wanted to look at Bitcoin? Obvious, sure. Of course, guys, of course. Okay, so as we can see, we're having a huge candlestick to the downside. So when I was, so this, it's very good looking at this. So when I had the Fibonacci, the market broke it. It's not respected right now. But this could be the market. We came back down and retested this high right here on Bitcoin at 54,960. And this is the same things. I just want to see how the market is gonna close. So it's pretty hard doing anything more than if I would find small pullbacks on the lower time frames on Bitcoin. I'm just gonna have my lines here, so give me 1 second, guys. Red nails better than candles. Yeah. Okay, taking that one away. Let's see. Where is that gone? So we are retesting a previous high at 5,000, around 5,079. So we're looking at the higher time frames to see. Okay, so I just want to see the weekly first of all. Okay, I'm just gonna take everything away. Looking at the daily, you don't have to panic just because the market is going down. The market, looking at the overall picture, the market is still in a uptrend. The market is just, needs to correct itself. Whatever, even if there are news out or whatever, something pumping the market, the news is not gonna make Bitcoin or another pair just break the trend. It's just a small movement or a couple of hours that the market is very volatile. So the market will not just reverse just because one thing happens. Oh, okay, Corona, yeah, that happened a couple of years ago, but this is not happening right now. Will Bitcoin reach 1 million in future? Well, I'm trying to focus right now on what's happening in the last couple of hours. With this pump, I'm feeling completely Wesley today. Yeah, and the funny thing is that I don't even know where Wesley is. Where is this man? Okay, so we're taking Fibonacci on Bitcoin again from 43,181 to the highest point at 65,572. And as long as we are below this counter trend line, we are still going down. But good to have in mind, we're still in the uptrend. We're coming back down to the weekly Fibonacci at 54,302. We're having 51,653. At this point, guys, I've been talking about this level like not every single day, but I've been talking about these levels. So for the market to coming back down and retesting the weekly Fibonacci, also the trend line, I mean, the market is kind of telling us that this is happening. So when we're just looking at the lower time frames, that's when we're going to get confused. That's when we're going to get confused, guys. Someone asked, what's the best way to make money from crypto trading? Let's understand how to trade, babies. Ian, are you referring to Wesley So? No, he's referring to our Wesley, because Wesley always have his stop losses hit. Okay, so what else? GRT. Oh, Mayor, good. I'm out for some drinks. Okay, goodbye. Have a good day. Okay, we're starting over. There's too many things on this chart. Looking at the weekly. Same thing here. So the overall trend for these last couple of weeks, we've been having high highs and high lows. So the market is in the uptrend as long as we're not breaking 0.6658. Always good looking at the higher time frames to understand what direction, what the overall trend is, and then we're just breaking everything down to the lower time frames. And we are on the daily chart, we are in a downtrend because the market creates lower highs. So weekly uptrend, daily downtrend. You need to understand how to combine the time frames together. Most important thing, because you're having different trends on different time frames. On the 4-hour chart, the market is going, okay, no, we're not. We're having lower lows and lower highs on the 4-hour chart. We're having a previous support right here that we came back down and retested. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, so what could happen on GRT is that we could respect this support, but we could come up to the counter trend line again and respect it, and then you just might see the market coming back down to the overall trend line, and that is for the uptrend. You see the bounce off of it, and then market goes up. And that is just looking at the daily, because the market is creating lower lows and lower highs on the 4-hour chart. Yeah, guys, so this is good looking. Okay. Looking at the 1 hour. You could see market, even if we're having some bearish movement to the downside right now, if we're looking at the lower time frames, you could see market coming up to 0.8847 for a pullback, and then the market goes back down. Can you text me when the bottom is on Bitcoin? Yeah, so we'll see. We just might see the market coming back down. Okay, we're gonna see what's happening on Bitcoin. Perfectly, can you see how market perfectly came to this level at 55,074? And the same thing here, guys. This is beautiful. This is beautiful, guys. I love watching the chart, respecting the levels that you're looking at. We came up to 4,363 on Ethereum. Market respected this level super much. Market goes back down. It's wonderful, guys. I love it. XLM. Can you see Bitcoin continue to dip over the weekend, or do you think it will bottom out tonight? I do believe Bitcoin will continue back down, and maybe just like during the weekend you would just have a slow market. That's usually what happens. So we're having huge momentum right now, having huge momentum to the downside. During the weekend, the market will just consolidate and be very boring, because when you're having such a huge movement as we have now, the market is just consolidating. And then on Monday or maybe Tuesday, the beginning of next week, we could see the market breaking to the upside again. Okay, we're looking at XLM. So we're just adjusting the trend line as always. The overall trend is uptrend. We're having the market going down on the daily chart. Going to the 4 hour just to adjust it. So we're taking from the fake out that we saw. So we always have to follow market and see what it's doing. If we are continuing back down, we could face a retest from this previous resistance that we did have. And that could be around 0.3448. If we see the market retesting that level, you could see market slowly breaking to the downside. Obviously, we have to look up for the supports, because the market is not just going straight down. That could... we having the next, so the target could be around, if we see the market coming up to 0.3439, market can, the first target I can have is around 0.3224. It's 0.3079, and it's also 0.2949, guys. And if we are doing that, you'll also see a head and shoulders. And if you've been following me, you know that I'm looking at the fake outs. And with the fake outs, even from, if you're having a fake out, a bullish fake out, you're having a head and shoulders. If you're having a bearish fake out, that it will show you the pattern inverted head and shoulders. So with the fake out, it always comes with a pattern, and that's the pattern that we should follow, or I follow. But we can come back down to the trend line again, obviously. And then we just might see the market continue to the upside. But we just have to wait because it's huge momentum. It's super huge momentum. Looking at Bitcoin. Yeah, we're going down. Looks the same on everything. So I would say don't jump into long positions right now. Market is coming back down. I could see Bitcoin actually during the weekend. We just might come back now to 54,316 and 51,715. So that is the targets that I'm having. That is the targets that I'm having, guys. And guys, don't forget if you're new to this, on Bybit through me you can have up to $4,100 in bonus if you're clicking in the link in the description down below. And Bybit, great platform if you are a swing trader and if you want to have very low fees. So go in and claim this bonus. I do not know exactly for how long we're gonna have it, but definitely go in and claim this bonus that we're having, guys. Yes, so I'm actually, and yeah, I'm just gonna look at some pairs more. XRP, we did look at XRP. FIRO, USDT, okay, so this is like, we're having so many wicks to the upside. Why everything you say sounds to me, what? Why everything you say sounds to me, it doesn't matter? Well, I don't even know how to answer that. That's a good thing because you should trust yourself, right? Good thing. Okay, so we're coming back down. So kind of look the same thing on everything. So we're having this previous resistance right here at 7.9. If we see the market right now is breaking this level, you see the retest, the same thing every time. So you have the fake out from the resistance, market comes inside, and then the market continues back down. So you have the market break, retest, continues back down. We're also having this this trend line. We came up, retested, market breaks, doesn't have the power to break it. Oops. If we see the market breaking to the downside, we could see the market coming back down to 7.5. We could also use this previous support around 7.23. But if we're respecting this support as we are right now, you just might see the market trying to break this trend line again, continuation to the upside. But every time we try to break, I mean, you can see the market try to reach these levels, then the market never had the power to do that. So I don't like this market. You're having so many wicks to the upside, and you kind of don't have it. I mean, it's super choppy. It's super choppy. I do not like it, guys. Okay, guys, I'm actually gonna end this live stream right now. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much, Joseph, for just coming into this live stream. But I'm gonna go now, and I'm gonna, if you wanna go back and watch this live stream, I'm gonna put every coin that I was looking at in order. So have a great weekend, guys, and we see each other in tomorrow's live stream and in tomorrow's video. If you haven't seen my video that I did post today, you can go back and watch it if you are not having time looking at this whole live stream. But thank you so much, guys. If you haven't liked this live stream, please, guys, do that. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, you do that. Have the notification on so you'll see when I'm live and when I'm having my daily updates. And hit the like button, guys. Thank you so much. You're also having the Discord. If you want to be a part of Bitcoinsensus community, everything is for free, so you can go into that one. Joseph just put the link in the chat, so take advantage of that, and we see each other in tomorrow's live stream. Have a good day, have a good weekend, trade with risk management. That's the key, guys. Well, you should know that by now. Bye-bye.